What's up? Today we're in Chinatown. We're gonna take a walk and do some shopping, eat some food, and just take a stroll and see what it's about. I did a Chinatown video a long time ago when I first started this channel, and I figured I'd just come back and see what's available that I didn't cover the last time. So we'll eat a few things here and there and just look at what's for sale. And if you haven't been to Chinatown, you can kind of see what it's about. It's almost like a virtual, I guess, walking tour. If you don't know anything about Chinatown, it has been here since the late 1800s. It's in the urban core of Honolulu, and it's right near Honolulu Harbor, and kind of spreads all the way down to the financial district of Honolulu. So we'll take a stroll through and see all the main parts anyway, and eat some good eats. All right, I'm here at one of the Chinatown Municipal parking lots, and we're gonna start off here. This is the Smith Street parking lot. I wanted to start off on this side of Chinatown. You can also park at the Maunakea parking lot, but pretty much the Smith Street one has lots of stalls, cheap city parking, can't go wrong. And we're gonna take an elevator up to the top. Or actually, you know what? Let's get some exercise, and it's faster to just go up the stairs. These stairs smell a lot cleaner than the Maunakea one. That one is a maze to get out of and a little harder to get out of, and it also smells like pee in there. This one's a little cleaner. So let's take a walk around Chinatown, see what we can find. So right when you exit the Smith Street parking lot, you're gonna see the old Char Hung Sut. It was an institution in Chinatown. I covered it in my first Chinatown video, but unfortunately, after COVID, it's been permanently closed. So that's sad for those who wanted a last bite of manapua and dim sum. It's done. It's pretty bustling here. It's Friday morning. And if you come to the new Chinatown, you got some Chinese stuff here. There's some almond cookies. There's a lot of Vietnamese in the Chinatown community these days. So you'll see a lot of Pho restaurants and Vietnamese products for sale. Lots of traffic today. It was storming last night, but the sun came out, so the weather's nice. Not sure if you can see that, but that's the old Wolf Fat building. They're renovating it, and it's supposed to turn into a hotel, which I find really strange. And this is Hotel Street, where buses are only allowed and pedestrian traffic. We're gonna check out some markets first and see what we can find to buy and eat. This is the other municipal parking lot. This is the Maunakea Street one. It's a little bit harder to get into, and it's quite a maze. They're doing some sewage stuff, so it's really loud. I don't think you can hear me, but we'll try to pass this truck. So we're on King Street now, and there's the Golden Palace Seafood Restaurant and Lee's Bakery, which is famous for their pumpkin pies during Thanksgiving. And the Golden Palace was in the news recently that they're going to retire and shut down, so that's a bummer. But we're more on the market side. You can see all this Chinese New Year stuff. I guess they're getting ready for the Year of the Rabbit. And you start to get into the center where Oahu Market is, and you can see all kind of produce. There's some dried fish. A lot of Chinese items. You can get jewelry. all kinds of fermented bean paste, Chinese stuff, sweet bean sauce, hot pot sauce, pickled items for Chinese cuisine. Pretty cool. That's your chili sauce, fermented black beans. Maybe I can get some Chinese cooking wine. Holy crap, it's just full of stuff. Noodles. There's barely any room to walk, but pretty interesting. All right, we're at Kekaulike Market. This is the center area, and I'm gonna go look for some Look Funn, I think. Look Funn is Cheong Funn everywhere else. I don't know why it's called Look Funn here in Hawaii only, but it's pretty much those wrapped rice paper rolls with chassu or shrimp. Well, there's a seafood market here. They're advertising blue crabs and all this stuff. That's pretty cool. They've got tanks in there too. All right, this is Chi Kong Look Funn. It used to be another name, but let's go check it out. They have chassu, dry shrimp, mushroom, plain, and chow fun. Just gonna get one piece. That's $3. Wow, rude as fuck, but we're gonna try some Look Funn. Not the friendliest people. All right, so it comes in this pink old school paper. Since she didn't cut it for me, I'm gonna eat it. This is a whole roll, so it's $3, a pretty good deal. That's good. Good chassu flavor, green onion. Definitely delicious, but not so friendly. She even threw the bag at me. Awesome. But it is worth it, I think, to take it home and eat. She didn't give me chopsticks. She didn't say there was soy sauce, so you don't get nothing except what you buy. So let's go to Maunakea Marketplace. That's across the street. And I hope I don't get run over this bus, because that would totally suck. I'm actually going to buy some seafood, but I don't want to buy it right now because I don't want it to go bad. But look at all these fresh manila clams, very fresh shrimp, squid, pompano, tilapia. This side doesn't really have much going on. It used to have more stalls over here. As you can see, it's totally closed off. But if you keep venturing this way, if this is your first time and you're scared and you don't want to keep going, don't be afraid, because there is a food court on this side if you keep going down. And in the summer, it's good to beat the heat. There's a place, May's, with some roast pork and duck. We've got some Vietnamese sandwiches and a whole food court I've covered here before. Filipino food, Thai food, and Magudo Brothers moved over here from the Kekaulike Market. You have tables here to eat. And a nice Buddha in the middle. You can get smoothies, that's popular. This one's the most famous French coffee and bubble tea place. They use fresh fruits. You can get bags and fake glasses and little trinkets here. Let's go back this way to the Oahu Market. All right, let's go into Kekaulike Market. Oh wow, crabs. Chicken feet. Lots of fish, fresh fish for sale. Shrimp, oysters, salmon belly. Lots of fresh veggies, some big daikon there. Lots of weird animal parts. More chicken feet and shrimp. You can get a full duck here. Frozen pigs pose. Definitely a lot of fresh produce here. That's cheaper than the store. So should come on down. Oh, my favorite, blue crabs. I might grab a few. Some crabs there in a bucket. We are approaching King Street again and Oahu Market. It's a famous market. It's been there for ages. When Chinatown first opened in the late 1800s to 1900s, Oahu Market actually was a collective of local Chinese people selling, meats and produce like they're doing now. And they used to be on Maunakea Street near there. But the Haoles came over and they had their own market and they kind of took over, and that upset the Chinese. So they moved their market here. And that is what Oahu Market is. A lot of these buildings, like the one in the back right there with the stone walls, the old architecture, it's from the 1900s. Most of them are marked 1901. That's because there was a fire in Chinatown, actually 2 fires. One was in the late 1800s and one in 1900. And the fire started from people having the plague, and they burnt some houses down that were infected, and it unfortunately spread to the other buildings. So a lot of Chinatown burnt down. So when they rebuilt, all the buildings are marked 1901 mostly. And they're still here today. So if you like architecture, you like to walk around and enjoy the interesting architecture that it has. This is Oahu Market, so it's mostly meats. You can see interesting things such as this whole pig here. A lot of produce. Coconuts. I used to come here a lot when I was a kid with my mom. We'd catch the bus and walk in here for produce and meats and roast pork and stuff. Hasn't really changed, but it actually feels a lot cleaner these days. Look at all that fresh fish. I remember before, the floor was filthy. This is very clean right now. A big difference from the early 80s. Char Siu hanging on there. I'm gonna try the place my mom used to always go to. I don't know if it's the same. I haven't been there in ages. But it's on the other side here. It's Chun's Meat Market, I believe. That's what I'm saying. Look at that architecture, that old brick. Here it is, Chun's Meat Market. Let's go get some roast pork. Oh wow. Look at all the clams and the oysters and the lobsters in the tank. Some duck, some weird parts. Char siu, roast pork. Now this is a change of pace, very friendly service. She's chopping up the ribs and the roast pork that I ordered. Looks delicious. All right, we got our roast pork and char siu. Let's go explore some more though before we dig in. And I need to find a spot to actually sit down and enjoy it. Not many places to sit down here that are clean anyway. But here we're at the beginning of Chinatown. You can see Ala Park over there. And maybe we'll have some pho for breakfast lunch. I don't eat breakfast usually on my days off. And I wait till early mid-afternoon. I think we're gonna have some pho here. This is like a very popular pho place I've never been to. Sometimes there's long lines for it in the past, so we'll go there later, but let's check out the sign. This is, I crossed River Street in King. That's the river to the Honolulu harbor. And that is good old Ala Park. A place we used to hang out at when I was a kid. Not so much kid-friendly right now. I wouldn't go there. But this is the line between urban Honolulu, and if you go farther up is Kalihi, where I'm from. But here it is, the Chinatown, I guess, sign when you enter. All right, let's take a taste of this roast pork and char siu. It's very hard to do with one hand. Let me get back to you. One thing about buying food in Chinatown, most of it is made with the idea to take it away and take it home and eat. So you're not going to get chopsticks or anything. So if you're wanting to eat it here and you're a tourist or whatever, bring your own chopsticks. Let's taste this roast pork. It looks delicious. Got the char siu ribs there too. Mmm. That is mean. Good crunch. And she gave me good crackling skins too. A little bit on the salty side, but with a bowl of rice, this would be bomb. All right, let's try the char siu ribs. I like ribs. If you don't like the bone, just get the char siu. Can't go wrong. Everybody here that's a local has their own favorite market, whether it's Fong's. There's other places down on Maunakea Street that sell meats, and obviously we pass by a couple in the Oahu Market. But Chun's is really good. Can't go wrong. If you're not sure where to go for some Chinese roasted meats, go to Chun's Meat Market. This is a Vietnamese place, Golden River Restaurant. Never heard of it though. My place is supposed to be down there, but I don't know if it's still open. Is it this place? It might be, yes. Pho To Chau. Let's go in. Hi, one. Anyone? Can I sit right there? Okay. All right, so I ordered a filtered coffee and a combination pho in a medium. They have extra large, medium, and small bowls. Can't wait. Oh wow, so she came out with the condensed milk. This is what I've seen in Saigon and Hanoi. Filtering the coffee, and it goes down here, and it has condensed milk on the bottom, and gives you some iced coffee. Oh, very fast service. Here is the very fresh vegetables and sauce and my pho. Wow. Look at all this meat. Lots of noodles. Got the combo, so it's got some tendon, flank steak. You can have yours rare on the side, but I just told her to throw everything in. It's got some tripe. I don't like tripe, but I do like book tripe, and it's this thin type of tripe. I'll eat that because I like it in pho. Lots of fresh veggies. Amazing. Very delicious. Broth is very clean and very flavorful. Never had it this flavorful, actually. Really, really good. Very clean tastes. You can taste the cinnamon and all the other spices that have been boiling in this broth for a while. All right, now I'm gonna put my chili sauce in and enjoy my pho. I'll get back to you when I'm done. All right, I am done and I mopped it up. Nothing left. That soup, very delicious. There's their hot sauce. I do like ribs and broth sauce better. That one's kind of has a little burnt taste. You got that nice view of Vera Street with the breeze coming through. It's a really nice cool day, and I cannot ask for more. So I'm going to drink some of my soup and then we'll head out and look for dessert. All right, there is a long line here for desserts, it seems. So that's where we went. Can't remember. Sing Chong Yuan Bakery, and that is the line that I stood in. It's a very long line to get these custard tarts. They're my favorite. And people make them at different Chinese bakeries, but I like theirs. The only bad thing is you need a mask to go in there. I don't know why, but they're a private business, so they can do what they want. So if you don't have a mask, then you're probably not going to be served. If you look at a lot of the architecture here, even the light poles are very old school. And then the signs for the streets are also in Chinese. Over here is the Joseph P. Mendoncia, or Mendonca building. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but it says 1901, just like they say in the history books. A lot of buildings are around 1901. That's one of the only original ones after the fire. There's some from the 20s. All right, we've got our egg tarts. Let's eat them first before we get our shrimp. Flaky crust, very sweet, but not too sweet. They make them just right. I found him, you guys were asking. Mr. Orlando, how are you? You doing good? Did you keep in touch with your daughter and your family?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you see yourself? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Everybody asks after I did that video if you want to go home, back to the Philippines.
Yeah.
You want to go home?
And that picture.
You like the picture?
That's my picture.
Yeah, it's your picture.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go back to the Philippines? What are you eating? Nothing. What is that? Tuna?
Yeah.
Do you want something to eat?
Yeah, my pictures I do.
You like your picture. You like to see the picture in the thing.
That's me.
Hey, besides your picture, did you talk to your daughter?
How are you?
On the phone from the church?
No.
How about your niece?
He knows me.
She knows you?
Yeah.
She's been looking for you.
Yeah, that's good though.
How about your niece in the Philippines?
I was there.
She talked to you?
Yeah. Some pictures.
You just like your picture?
Yeah.
All right, so for people wondering, you're okay? You don't need help?
Yeah.
You're good?
Never mind, it was better than my picture.
You don't care, you just like the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new camera, different from last time, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Do you want some food? I can buy you some food.
That's good enough.
You don't want, you just like to look at my camera? Oh shit, here's a quarter. Let me get that.
Yeah.
Would you like a tart? I was eating a tart. You want? Okay, let me put this down. I've been looking for you for a long time because everybody always wonders where you went. You know, a lot of people worry about you.
Yeah.
Yeah? You don't want the rubbish? You want to take the tart and I'll take the rubbish away? Yeah, take it and then I throw the rubbish away. That way you don't have to carry the rubbish. Okay, we're gonna have a food review from Orlando. How do you like the tart from the bakery? Junk. It's nice. I don't have a mic on you because my mic's on my shoulder, but hopefully you can hear him.
Then I take next picture.
You just like the picture?
Confirm.
Ah, my rubber band broke. It's hard to do a camera and... So yes, I ended my day eating tarts with Orlando. Haven't seen you in 2 years. All right, sir. I don't have money because I always carry a credit card. You better not lose that, Orlando. I'm gonna frickin' bust you up. I'm gonna bust you up if you lose that money. You better spend it well. Don't lose it, Orlando. You always lose your wallet. Right? And then we always have to buy you another one. All right. See you later, Orlando. You better take care. Okay? All right. God bless, Orlando. I'll see you next time. Okay? All right. Yep. And go look for a place to buy shrimp. Although I gave all my money to Orlando, so I don't know if they take credit card. Let's see. Then just like, okay, you take credit card. I will take the,
How many pounds?
maybe £2.
2 pounds.
What is your store called? I'm showing it. Malasig Sisters. All right. Got some roasted peanuts too. All right, I'm gonna be heading back to my car, but on the way, let's check out some old school buildings. See the old original brick on all these buildings. We're on Hotel Street. This is the trendy side that they're trying to make a little bit more upscale, but it doesn't really work. Bar 35, which I've been to. Nikki's Arcade, that's old. If you can remember, across the street used to be Mel's Arcade, which were these little dirty porno booths. Of course, this is closed. They've got Pizza Mamo. I think that used to be Mel's over there. Almost looks kind of old Western ghost town-ish with the architecture. And the also famous Smith's Union Bar, oldest bar on the island, 1934. This is where all the Navy sailors would come down here before Waikiki became a big thing. And this used to be the happening place to come and party at night. Lots of history in there. And after you pass the next 2 or 3 blocks, it becomes kind of a financial district and no longer so much Chinatown anyway. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that little walk around and eating a little bit of eating anyway, of Chinatown, a sampling of what there is. If you're interested in other things or looking to see the old Char Hung Sut, which was open when I filmed my first video, definitely check that video out. Very old though, so a little bit different format from my newer stuff. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. I am happy I ran into my friend Orlando and that he's doing well. Seemed a little bit more quiet this time, but seems okay. And I'll see you again. Hopefully you like this. Press the like button if you liked it. If you didn't, then oh well. And subscribe if you're new. If you like these kind of walkarounds more than maybe just to break up the monotony of the other stuff, just let me know in the comments. But I'll see you again next week on another food adventure. Take care, peace out, see you later.